What's happening, family? This is Dondi Givens. Y'all all know me, and y'all know what I'm about. I'm about positive, constructive change for everybody, but particularly for my people, black people. Um, just want to touch on a few things uh, that's happening in the current events. You know, all the uproar and the protest and march for specific things and for specific people, but the question has to be asked. Excuse me. When are we going to get this upset about the young people, black people that's probably going to be murdered this weekend coming, or maybe even tonight? When are we going to get as angry about what's happening to black people all the time? No disrespect to what's happened to Michael Brown. No disrespect to what has happened to Trayvon Martin, or any of the other cases, specific cases. It seems like we just take specific cases and it becomes a lightning rod, and we all, protest and get angry, and we want justice, and our young black people are being killed every day because of a culture that has been created for black people, by black people. There's a culture that we need a culture change, y'all. This thugged out, I don't care about nothing, gully mentality, gangster thing that we've been living with the past 15, 20 years. It's got to go. I understand every generation has got their thing. We was some pretty rough boys. We wasn't running around here picking flowers. But we wasn't disrespectful. We wasn't trying to kill each other. And like I said, I understand each generation has their thing, but this generation's thing has become murder and mayhem, and it's being nurtured and cultivated by a culture that has come from an element of hip hop. A lot of y'all might think that I hate hip hop. I do not hate hip hop. I hate gangster rap. Gangster rap, I hate because it's destructive. It has no good purpose to listen to Bobby Smurda tell our youngins, him and Waka Flocka and all the rest of them, to go kill. Now, this been going on a long time though with this music. We got a lot to address. The black people in this country, we got a lot to address. And why are we like we are? I stated some things on Facebook the other day. The highest murder rate, black people. The highest AIDS rate, black people. The highest dropout rate, black people. Most people in prison, black people. How did such a great people with such greatness, and we've been here all this time, how did we get here now in 2014? Not blaming it all on hip hop, but that mentality has been the dominant mentality over the past 15, 20 years, and now we have very young murderers. They're listening to these guys. It really amazes me now to see. I was watching the news this morning, and 50 Cent was coming on the Today Show. He all clean cut now and looking like a gentleman. And he's one of the biggest perpetrators of spreading the poison. And that he's one of the biggest perpetrators. And to see him now, to me, now he's a gentleman, you know, and he ain't the gorilla no more. He's now got his hair nice and neat, and he got regular clothes on, and you know, he's just a regular guy. After he poisoned the whole generation with being the biggest gorilla of them all, he was nobody more gangster than 50. And people loved it. They ate him up. He spawned the Game. He spawned Young Jeezy. He spawned Rick Ross. Jay-Z was already primed to do whatever he was going to do. But, you know, from 50 Cent, that spawned these other cats. And for anybody to feel that what our kids see and hear doesn't influence them, they are foolish and kidding themselves. So they say, you know, if you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results, that's the definition of insanity. We have become, it's insanity happening, man. You know, like I said, how did it get to where we hate each other so much? We hate each other so much that our kids now shoot you down for little or nothing, man. They just wild western, man. It's just, you know. So anyway, there has to be a change. We need change. We need fresh blood. We need new leaders. We need some new ideas to take black people into the next 100 years. You know, what's it going to be like 100 years from now? If everybody right now evaluated what's happening with our people right now, really think about it. You know, really think about what you see every day. All the drama in America. You look at television right now. The Gardner case, Ferguson, everything's exploding. Black people, the ghettos, all messed up. Like Newark, New Jersey right now, they wilding in Newark. In the North, certain parts of Newark is bad. Certain parts of Philly is bad. Certain parts of Chicago is bad. Detroit, Camden, New Jersey. You know, and nobody's going to change this, though. My main message is nobody, black people, we have got to do it ourselves. No movement can ever happen until the people come together, organize. There's no way Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad, Martin Luther King, any great leader and movement could not have happened until the people decided. All this protesting, I hope people get tired, man. I done marched, we done marched, tired of marching, man. You know, I mean, it's a good thing to protest. I'm really glad to see it, that it has grown, you know, into what it is. But what about next month? Are people going to be as angry next month? Or our black leaders and our black people, are we finally going to say, you know what, we got to correct this thing, man, this gang thing that's overtaking our kids. We got to go after the FCC to have them do something about this destructive music, because there's nothing wrong with people making money, but when you're making money and it's destructive, something's got to be done. You know, so we just got to see if people going to take action, man. We have to start taking action. This talking, and everybody on Facebook and even marching and stuff, man. We've been doing this now for years. Ain't nothing changed, man. Past 30 years, when I think about it, actually things seem like they've gotten worse, because there's no way in the world, just 20 years ago, we was worrying about 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds murdering people, man. Something wrong. Anyway, we'll be back. This is just the beginning of the new black movement. That's what I'm going to call it, man. We need new black leaders. We need a new black movement. People I spoke of, Marcus Garvey, that was a movement. Elijah Muhammad, that was a movement. Martin Luther King, that was a movement. We need a new black movement. No disrespect to Al and all the rest that have been doing it the past 30 years, but it ain't working, man. That's what we want y'all to think about. Let's get together, man. Let's do this. We can do it. You understand? But it has to start somewhere. And, you know, we can do it. I'm going to be reaching out soon to start a new black movement, man. See who for real. Who willing to go out, you know, walk the streets of North and try to shut things down. Who willing to do that? We're going to see. All right, peace. New black movement. One.